This world is no place for heroes. But who says we need heroes?
Well, I don't know. What does your gang do? Crimes? Audacious crimes?
Lovely crimes.
Lovely
yeah.
crimes, yeah.
Someone gives you a shove on the back.
Go! Okay. Go. I run out onto the stage.
Never happier than when throwing a giant lever.
You have been told a few times that you're not allowed to shout, "It's alive!" when you call this one.
I can do it in my mind. Can't stop me doing that.
You have a commanding view of the whole backstage area.
Can we see into Barnaby's makeout area?
No!
You cannot see into Barnaby's
But it's
makeout
probably
area, no.
visible from the catwalk.
And now, performing a fairly close approximation of Dungeons & Dragons, please welcome to the stage, Oxventure! Yes, I'm a human pirate rogue called Corazon. Welcome.
I'm a Dragonborn paladin called Egbert. Hey, hi, hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Prudence, a tiefling warlock.
Hello, I'm Dob, the half-orc bard. Hi.
Hello, I am Merylwen, the wood elf druid.
Greetings, I am everyone else in the world. Dearly beloved,
You are?
we are gathered here on the eve of a somewhat special occasion in Geth. Our session begins the night before the wedding of one Dob, the half-orc bard, to Katie Pearlhead, Queen of Thieves. And all-round trustworthy sort. The venue, the reception venue is being prepared. The tents are being pitched. The flowers are being laid out along the tables. Generally, people are busying themselves, making ready. None more busy than Dob himself. As you're kind of all of you sort of dressing up the tents, Dob, your fiancée Katie approaches.
I'm so sorry about the chairbacks. I know they're the wrong hue. It was Egbert. Egbert, I swear. I'm in charge of the buffet. Tasting. I'm sorry, Katie. We'll remove him from the buffet, and I'll sort out the chairbacks. Are you okay? Are you having a nice time?
From my cold and dead hands.
Boom. This weekend's all about you and me.
That's right, babe. And I can't wait to finally be joined to you. Hand to hand, soul to soul, fate to fate, finance to finance.
Yeah.
It's just so exciting.
Katie, the half-orc bard. That is the full surname, right?
Well, I think we've talked about this, haven't we, babe? I'll be Katie Pearlhead, the half-orc bard. Sort of sounds classier.
It's nice,
Yes.
yeah, rolls off the tongue. Yeah.
Yes, because also you've built up a real Pearlhead it means something in the thieving community.
Of course, people
Yeah.
are terrified of me. They've come far and wide to just pay their respects to us. And that's really special, actually. And I just know that nothing is going to ruin our special day.
Will Katie be wearing a special wedding pearl head, or is it just the regular one?
Well, I can't possibly tell you before the ceremony. It's bad luck.
Don't tell him anything, it'll end up in the speech.
Yes, of course, Corazon, I am the best man. So I pass Dob a giant flagon of neat rum and say, drink this.
Is this all right for me to drink, Katie? Is this okay?
Let me have a sniff. Wisdom perception, please.
Oh no, D&D!
Wait a minute.
13 plus 1.
She hands it back. Rum. Yum, 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 yum.
Whee!
Wait.
I'm
Corazon.
so proud.
I've only been on one stag do and it ended extremely badly, so...
Well, I know you're all about to go off into the wilderness and have your little stag do, but I've actually... couple of things have come up. Firstly, bad news, babe. The officiant has pulled out. He can't make it, so I was wondering...
I'll have to do the wedding.
You're wondering if Corazon would do it. Absolutely, not a problem.
I'm ordained. I'm a paladin. I have proficiency in religion, so I can... You'll be really married if I do it.
I make the most subtle gestures to Katie.
Oh, that would be amazing! I was going to say go on a whole quest to find an officiant, but babe, this is perfect!
Wait, excuse me.
We can be married by Egbert, the Dragonborn Paladin.
That's great, Egbert. When did you recently do a wedding?
I have never done one, but, it's part of the whole paladin thing. When you become a paladin, you're allowed to do them wherever you like.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's settled. So anyway, I was also thinking, you know how we were talking about buttonholes and do we want them, do we not want them?
Yes.
We decided.
We decided.
No.
No.
I want them.
No, we don't want them.
No, we want them.
Well, we've wanted.
No, we don't not want them.
No way would I get married without a buttonhole.
Okay, so great. Listen, I've done some research, and there's a glade, just a couple of hours distance, over that way, which I think is where you were sort of that way you were planning to have your little stag
Rock and roll rager in the woods.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen.
The RRITW.
There are these blue flowers.
No.
They grow in the glade. They're absolutely beautiful. Don't touch the thorns. You'll die instantly. Don't smell them. You'll die in 2 days. Don't drink the nectar. Don't eat the petals. They're really dangerous, but they're just lovely. And I really feel like this is right, babe. It just has to be them. So if you
For
could
my
just go
bride,
and
anything.
just pick 5 or 6 of these flowers,
Yeah.
they'll all look great. And then tomorrow we can have the wedding of the millennium.
Well, I take a look at the sun and think, well, gosh, there's not a moment to lose. There's certainly no time to pick up any gloves or gardening equipment. Blue flowers, right?
That's right.
We're on it. To arms, men.
You can't turn our rager in the woods into a flower collecting
Look, it will
contest.
be at most.
Wait, drink this flagon of rum.
All right.
Hey!
All right. It'll be at most 5, maximum 10 minutes of flower picking, and then the rock and roll rager in the woods can really kick off.
Yeah, better.
It will. I knew he'd be like this as a best man.
It's my special day. All right, fine. We'll go to the woods, we'll pick your dumb flowers, and then the raging can start.
You know, Corazon, in a very real way, I'll be married to you always.
Yes,
Okay.
that's well. Depends how well this tonight goes. So let's get started. Hey, everyone.
All right.
Death
Rock and roll rager in the
flowers.
woods, that's
Hey.
it.
Oh, the lads made it. Oh, I didn't get their RSVP. That's, yeah.
Okay, so after Katie's so specific sort of waving in a general direction, you know that you sort of need to push on into the wood that is sort of to the west. And, you've got to find some flowers, but also there is a stag do being run, so how do you proceed?
Very drunkenly.
Dob, drink this flagon of rum.
Okay.
It's sort of a zigzag motion.
Would it be all right if I have a half?
Well, a half of a double, yes.
Which
All
half
right.
of you is going to get drunk?
Okay, so we've got some fun stag do activities, of course. The first is the actual stag. There it is in the woods. I've got that for you to kill or whatever, Dob.
That's so cool. I'm not...
Here's a hand crossbow, go nuts.
Okay, I shoot the crossbow off into a nearby tree and elbow Merylwyn, which she knows is the signal to do a real good impression of a dying deer.
Okay, so
Let's hear it.
And there it is.
We'll have a...
It's really quiet.
Oh.
Great shot, Dom.
Yeah, and
Well, I'm satisfied. I mean, the stag looks so alive. But I
No,
guess it
no,
died
no.
so quickly, it just stood there.
no, I've winged it, I say, and I throw the crossbow bolt behind me.
Oh, it's walking off. I assume that's just gases escaping the body.
Well, yeah. It's rigor mortis is setting in.
Cool. Great stuff.
Okay, well, although obviously I intend to have an absolutely wild rager in the woods with all my besties, I do have an eye on the task at hand, and so I'd like to sort of look down at my feet and see if the blue flowers are there.
Okay, not right now, no. But perhaps if you moved your feet to a different location and looked at them then?
I move my feet to a different location.
Let's press onwards into the woods.
Yes.
We have an area of the woods that we will be spending the night for the rager.
Yeah.
So let's just make our way there, and if we see any blue flowers on the way, you can eat them or whatever you were told to do. I can't remember.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right, off we go.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Why don't you make me an intelligence nature check to try and find some of these flowers?
Well, I'm not going to because I'm not interested.
That's fair. And indeed assumed.
11.
So 15.
16.
Yeah, got to use nature. Woo! 8.
Never again.
Never again. Yes, you arrive in a spot where you can sort of feel from your feet that your feet are definitely in a different location to where they were previously, and thus it might be a good idea to check on them now.
But maybe not. No, I look down at my feet. I look down at my feet to see if there are any of these blue flowers here, because they weren't there. So I'm nearly out of ideas.
Yep. Okay. Yes. You basically look down, and you can see that you're kind of in less of a clearing and more sort of like a boggy sort of clearing in the woods. It seems sort of oily somehow. You kind of raise a foot to see if you've accidentally trodden on a blue flower. No.
Corazon, did you rush ahead and cast grease? Is that what happens?
It's nothing to do with me. This isn't my grease. This is a much lower grade.
Right.
Your shoe does kind of like come away from the mud a bit like that. It's sort of sticking to the earth a little bit. But you look up and sort of a little further away from your feet. And indeed, there are some clusters of small, absolutely beautiful looking flowers. These plants are covered in leaves, but also lots of teeny tiny thorns that look sharp.
All right.
I pepper Dob with paintballs from the paintball guns I bought. Everyone's got one. Anyone else want to shoot Dob with paintballs? Hey, Stag do.
I'm assuming these are all flintlock.
Yeah, flintlock paintballs.
So they've got a rate of fire about 1 per minute.
Mine appears to be jammed, and so I inspect the barrel. What do you want me to roll?
Just a d20, please.
15.
It doesn't go off.
Oh, okay, good.
You have found the flowers for which you were looking.
Folks, this is it. This is what Katie wanted us to gather. All right.
Grab them. 6 of them. Let's go.
6 of them, yes.
6 of them.
Yes. Well remembered, Prudence.
Didn't Katie say that they were terribly delicious or bad?
She said, because I always listen, don't touch the thorns, don't drink the nectar, Dob, you hungry little honeybee. That's her name for me. Yeah.
I shoot Dob with several more paintballs.
I agree.
Yeah, so we got to get the, I guess the flower.
The flower bit of the flower.
The flower bit of the flower.
Whoa,
yeah.
we can't even smell them though.
Yeah,
Right.
don't smell them.
You can't even smell them. That was
Oh yeah,
one of the things.
let's stop up our
Mask
mouths
up,
and
everyone.
noses with wax.
Okay. Who bought wax?
Did you? I thought you brought wax. It was
No.
on the stag do
I can
list.
stop up everyone's noses
We were
with
going to do
grease.
candle making.
I cast grease into everyone's noses.
No!
Too late. It's happening.
Can't you use mage hand?
Hey,
It's
you
canon.
will thank me when you're not dead of flower inhalation.
Can't you use mage hand?
What? A mage finger up everyone's nose.
To pick the flowers, Corazon!
No, I like my idea. Mage hand up everyone's nose.
Okay, everyone, all you can smell or taste is old bacon and you are having trouble pronouncing certain consonants.
Yeah.
Mage Hand does have 5 fingers. It's like fate. That they eat.
Yeah, that's true. A giant mage hand with very wide fingers.
Also, yeah, there's a mage hand stopping up your noses.
Okay, great. All right, well, I'm all out of ideas.
Okay, well, if no one has any bright ideas, I'm just going to basically just do this and be a legend. Does anyone have any...
Yeah, take this scrap of leather. I brought some scraps of leather, and just wrap the flowers and stick them in a bag, and we'll get on with it.
Okay, cool.
No,
All right.
you've got mage hand.
Yeah.
It's not fun, is it?
We always argue on Stag Do's.
How many spell slots have you got?
Like 1.
No.
Mage hand is a cantrip.
Oh, well. How's the flower picking going over there, Dom?
It's going great. Okay, so we've laid out some little leather strips on the ground, and yeah, I just want to kind of reach in and just delicately pick.
No, you throw like a net, throw the leather, and then...
Yes, following Prudence's instruction, I do that, what she said.
Yeah, okay.
The leather net goes over the flowers.
Every finger that's in a nose sort of extends as they move, so... I'm trying to keep them safe.
Okay, can you make me a dex sleight of hand check?
Thank you, Corazon. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, see?
A dex sleight of hand check, please.
The grease in my nose ignites.
Okay.
No, wait.
Yeah, I thought it looked cooler.
No,
but-
wait. 4. Wow.
Oh, thank goodness. You start to reach out with sort of these straps of leather on your hands. You're concentrating so hard that you don't notice all of them just falling off and tumbling to the ground. You are now just kind of like about to pour at these deadly, deadly, deadly plants. When all of a sudden there is a sort of like, it's almost like the air between your hand and the flowers tears. And it kind of goes into a little circle, and the edges of it start sort of rippling. And then through this strange hole in the air springs this tiny little sort, is not a goblin.
Is this
But
your
it's-
hungry, hungry Hadar thing?
It's not hungry, hungry Hadar. Hunger of Hadar, and it's a very mystical...
Same difference.
Give me all your marbles!
This isn't me.
Okay, right.
I'm not doing this.
Okay.
It
When
is
I create an interdimensional space rip, you'll know about it.
It is an absolutely teeny tiny creature. It seems to have sort of blue-grey skin. It's got yellow glowing eyes. It's got pointed ears. It seems to be fey. It's got sort of a wicked underbite with these sort of teeth sticking up. It looks not unlike a piranha with legs.
Now, Dob, I did order an exotic dancer, but I will say I wasn't... This is on me. I was not specific about what you wanted, but I think we should all just try and enjoy it anyway. It would be impolite otherwise.
Any road. The creature lands on the ground before you and has a big sort of, I say big for it, club, and it goes and wraps you across the knuckles. You are going to take, 4 points of damage.
My good knuckles.
Get away from them! What are you doing?
What I'm doing is getting married tomorrow, and I need nice knuckles.
You're not going to...
Goblin.
You're not going to have any knuckles or niblets or nubbins or nothing if you touch those flowers.
The ring does need to fit, actually, doesn't it?
You won't be dead.
I like my nubbins and my Look, let me explain. I'm sorry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. My name is Dob. I'm getting married tomorrow to a wonderful woman called Katie Pearlhead. I don't know if you've heard of her or if she's ever stolen anything from you.
Yeah. I'm the best man.
This
Hello?
is Corazon. He's literally...
Best man.
He's the best man.
Yeah.
I see.
The best man.
And these are... And,
I see.
And these are the equally great Prudence, Egbert, Merylwen.
Well, I mean, we have a best man, so it has been determined, the order.
Yeah, he's the best human. He's the... Trying to be diplomatic. Right. Anyway, so I'm getting married tomorrow, and my wonderful bride, who you would just love.
Paintball.
When the golden hour hits her pearl head just
Paintball
right.
right in the knuckles.
Look, anyway, we've been sent on a mission to get some buttonholes, which are these nice flowers. I
Death
don't
flowers.
know. Yeah.
Woo.
So can we have some, please?
6.
6, please.
Just 6. These
Just
6.
6.
These you're not using these ones.
The 6 worst ones
Yeah.
is fine.
The creature plants his club firmly in the ground with it sort of just jams in there and stands perfectly upright. He puts 2 of his little stubby fingers in his mouth, and I can't wolf whistle, but he goes like, woo, woo. That. And suddenly he goes, "Oi, lads, we've another stag do come through." And the clearing around you sort of starts moving, and you see more and more of these creatures. There's about 40 of them, sort of start emerging with all their little clubs and stuff. These are called boggles, if you were interested.
Adorable.
Not really.
Right, fine.
Fun at parties.
Fun at parties, yeah. Make a great noise when you shake them,
Yeah.
etc., etc.
Yeah.
And they're all standing there now with clubs, and some of them are kind of like looking on like, what is going on? Some of them look really bored, some of them are just tapping their clubs in their hands.
Corazon, you said we were going to go clubbing.
Regrettably, you can have inspiration for that.
How many
that's all
points
we
of
have time
psychic
for
damage do
today.
I take?
Say again?
How many points of psychic damage do I take?
Oh, roll a d12.
That's 4.
Okay, now double it.
Okay, 8. That's entirely fair. Okay.
Great.
So yeah, these boggles.
Yeah.
I would like to tell them to stand aside, you idiot boggles. We need these flowers for the greatest wedding ever. It's my special day. We don't care about whatever boggle nonsense you've got going on. I hate you. How's it go down?
It's amazing. This must be a very tight-knit community because they all managed to turn to a different boggle, so no one's left out, and they all go like, can you believe this? And the one that's just hit Dub over the knuckles goes, look, we're not here to mess with your special day or
Thank you,
your
yes.
special I really, at this
Our
point...
special day.
Our special day.
Okay, so you two are getting married, and that's wonderful, but...
I was trying to explain this earlier. In a way, we're already married in a very deep and real and legal way.
Okay, well...
For tax purposes, yeah.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is we're not here to rain on anyone's parade.
Good.
We're just these...
Is it going to be a parade?
I was going to
I'm
be a
so
surprise. The parade of exotic boggles.
I take a look at the sun and say, do go on, Boggle. Boggin? Boggins? Bilbo Boggin?
How did you know my name? Look, all I'm saying is we're trying to protect you. Because if you have these flowers, someone's going to come to great ruinous harm, and there might not be a wedding at all.
If you knew my betrothed, you would know that she would have nothing to do with poisonous or deadly or dangerous plants or flowers or herbs.
Dob, you say that, it's weird, because I don't know if you've noticed this, but it does seem a lot like Katie's trying to poison you all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, this again. Okay, so that's the vibe for my
No.
stag do.
I was just saying, like...
Honestly, you have one...
I love Katie. It's Egbert said it. He was
Egbert!
like, check out all the poison that
Why
she's
did you
always
say
trying to do
this,
to
Egbert?
Dob and get in him.
Honestly, you have one constant stabbing pain in your stomach all the time since you met Katie, and your friends turn against you.
I'm just saying, could we not find a flower that looks like this one but isn't going to kill all of us?
Thank you.
What's wrong with the sunflower? I know so many flowers.
Look.
I can make them bloom.
Okay, you know a lot of flowers, but you don't know my flower, Katie Pearlhead. She will not accept anything less than what she sent us out here to get.
These paintballs are in the groin. 3. Real close together.
The stabbing pain means I don't feel
maybe
it.
some rolls for those, let's see.
Okay.
But listen, this one here clearly is the only one with a good head on his shoulders. He's the only one who's talking sense. You should find another flower. It's better that way. Clearly all of you have a lot to work through, and I do not feel that adding these really hyper-deadly plants into the mix is going to be a force for good. There, I said it, and I'm not sorry.
Wow.
I just slowly applaud, like...
Yeah.
And everyone
What do I roll for? What do I roll to shoot Dob in the crotch with a paintball gun?
You don't have to roll. You're probably so close. Or you've done it before. You have proficiency.
Proficiency in it, yeah.
God. Right, roll a d12.
Okay. That's 2.
And now double it.
4.
That's how many points of
Crotch
paintball
damage.
in the crotch damage you take.
Fine. As I say, the stabbing pain in my stomach means I feel little of it.
I'm assuming you don't want me to lay hands on that.
I don't know, the night's just getting started, Egbert.
You have been assuming all day.
Regrettably, you can have inspirations for that.
Right, look, okay. If we can get some fake flowers and pass up these real flowers, but it must remain a secret amongst us and this kindly boggle.
Fine. Merylwen, you know all of the flowers of the forest.
Well, I'm
are in
pretty sure
tune
some
with
people
the
here can
nature.
cast illusion.
Oh, cast illusion on 6 perfect buttonholes. Katie's going to smell them. She's going to inspect them. Sorry, I'm sorry.
If she smells them, she dies.
Like skunk.
Yeah, that's true. If she wouldn't smell them. Also, her head is encased in an airtight pearl.
It's not airtight. Oh, look, we don't have... It's no time to get...
I can make it airtight.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So, look, listen, I
feel like we're losing the state. Rum! Hey!
I sullenly drink the rum.
Look, it's not
Hey.
that big of a deal, my rum swilling friend. All of the best marriages are founded on a lie. Right?
It's true. Should have seen my parents.
Now our task is harder, because now instead of killing some boggles, now we have to... Which I assume was the plan.
I'm not killing the boggles.
All right,
These
fine.
are peaceful creatures of the forest,
And
Dob.
we can hear you.
And also stood
sorry.
right here.
Boggles, do you have weddings in your society, in your culture?
It's quite a personal question, but...
Not really, do you?
Well, yes.
Okay, so you understand that I'm a little bit stressed, and I'm sorry I said some things I didn't mean about killing your whole village or whatever. So...
Yes,
But clearly, you brave flower-tending boggles, heroes of the Fey Forest, you know these flowers inside and out. Can you give us a steer, perhaps, on where we might be able to find some imitation flowers that look just like this?
Well, yes. Actually, look, there's no nice way of saying this. If you walk 20 minutes further that way, you'll reach another community of boggles. They're convinced that they're guarding an even deadlier version of these flowers. In actuality, they're all fake. It's just where we send people when we find them too annoying. So, like, if you want to...
Boggle, you have been so helpful.
Just between us, if you want to kill them, that's... I mean, I won't... You know, I mean, no, they're doing important work in the forest.
You promise us that those are the bad boggles, right?
Oh, yeah. You look around the clearing and there are, like... There's one on, like, on Prudence's shoulders being like, yeah.
I heard about these bad boggles 2 minutes ago, and I've hated them since.
Great.
Let's go beat their ass.
Okay, great. Well, cool. See ya.
All right.
Okay, what direction are they?
20 minutes that way.
Okay.
All right.
Let's head off.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Bye.
Bye, nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
seeing
you.
Reason.
Do you want to come on a stag do?
Apologies to Merylwen, but we're on a shrub crawl.
I don't think Merylwen has respected Egbert ever as much as she right now.
Ever, yeah.
Ever. Now she does. Now he's her favourite.
You know, I'd love to come on a stag do, but I know where you're going and I know what they're like when you get there. And frankly, if I'm there when they all get wiped out, I'll be implicated, and that just sounds messy.
All right. Makes mental note to pin crimes on this boggle.
Okay, all right. I lead a brisk walk, 20 minutes in the direction that the boggle...
You enjoying
That
this,
way.
Dob?
Yes,
having a good stag do?
Yes, I'm having a wonderful time, Corazon. Thank you for organising it.
This is an immersive experience I organised.
Would
If you're enjoying it, it's an immersive experience I organised.
And if I'm not enjoying it?
Then it's just the random stuff that's happening.
Okay, well, I am enjoying it, so it's an immersive experience,
Cool,
right?
cool,
Where
cool,
are these
cool.
boggles?
Okie dokie. So, you hear this next clearing before you see it, because you can hear a chorus of about 30 voices just going, "We know a song that'll get on your nerves." And this is how it goes. And they just start singing, "I know a song that gets on everybody's
I
nerves."
turn into a bear.
Everybody's nerves, it gets on everybody's
Brilliant, start Eldritch
nerves.
Blasting.
I know a song that gets on everybody's nerves.
Stop up our fingers with Mage Hand.
How it goes.
No, our ears. Yes.
Yeah, I moved the mage hand that's in everyone's nose to everyone's ears. It's still there.
Okay. Now, okay, everyone, all you can hear is old bacon.
Quite a lot.
It's just a gentle sizzling noise in all of your ears now. Including yours, Beryl, and
Magic.
you can sort of just see through the trees. These 30 boggles are all just kind of sat in a circle, swaying back and forth, singing something you can blessedly no longer hear. But they're all in a small sort of... I mean, I don't want this description to be too leading, but they are in a sort of like small blast radius or area of effect.
How large is a boggle?
They're real small.
Okay, I run into the clearing and punt one into the sky.
Strength athletics, please.
Okay.
Can I, while Corazon's doing that, can I just have a look and see if I can see any of the flowers?
Yes. There's like this meadow is full of them.
Right.
Like, loads of flowers.
Okay.
They look like perfect recreations of
Corazon,
the other
don't
ones.
brush against any of the flowers while you run in and...
Okay. I got a 14.
Okay.
Punt it into the flowers. I want to see what happens.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Well, it's going to go up in the sky. Maybe it'll come down
On the deadly flowers.
on the flowers, perhaps.
Something's got to die of these flowers. Oh, wait, no, these are the non-deadly
These are the
ones.
fake
Damn
ones.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we don't know that. We've only got the other boggles' word for it.
So it's
But these are clearly the bad boggles. The singing gave it away.
But the good flowers.
Everybody's nerves, it gets on everybody's nerves. And this is how it goes. What you don't hear it, but one of the boggles makes this noise and flies up into the air, and the others kind of all go, "Oh goodness! Catch him! Catch him! Catch him!" And basically, 29 boggles all sit round and just yell, "Catch him! Catch him!" Until this one just plummets back down to terra firma and
Pops.
dies.
It's good!
There is a sort of like, because these things have quite big heads, so there's sort of like it lands and then the body just kind of over the top, sort of like the soles of its feet are now just kind of like on its face, and the others are all kind of sat there going, "Ah!"
Wow.
We confronted a dragon once.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that went a lot more than I thought it would. Anyway, we need... Give us your flowers.
"No, you can't touch them. We're guarding them. They're very dangerous."
I run
Oh,
in
God.
as a bear
Yeah.
and try and just scare them off. Use
All right.
fear of intimidation.
Yeah, well, roll me intimidation, please.
Okay.
You can have advantage because you're a bear.
I rolled an 11.
11.
You can roll again, though.
You
Oh,
do
yeah.
have advantage, that's true.
Do you have advantage? I can go again.
11.
Great. These boggles have been living in a tight-knit community that is solely devoted to A, enjoying themselves through song and other such pursuits, but B, protecting people from these flowers. They're not going anywhere. In fact, they're standing up and going, "No, bear, sorry, bear. These flowers are very dangerous. We're sworn to guard you."
All right, I would like to walk up and just pick up 6 flowers.
Yeah, sure. I'm not going to make you roll for that. Yeah, you pick up 6 flowers, and they all go, "Oh God! Oh God! Get the kit! Get the kit! And 29 boggles just are sat there now, just screaming, get the kit at each other. And no one's doing a damn thing.
Thanks, Boggles. It's been a real slice. Okay, gang, we've got the flowers.
How do they feel? How do they look?
How do you
smell?
feel? How is your hand? Is it turning ashen and crumbling?
Get the kit!
Look,
What do you think the kit is?
probably anti-flower, anti-venom.
poison.
No, but the good Boggles said that the bad Boggles... Weren't you listening to the good Boggles?
They think that these flowers are poison.
Poisonous still.
Oh, stupid Boggles. Boggles! Meet the one of prophecy, the one immune to the sacred flower which ye protect.
Yeah. And his sidekick, Kickman, who kicks the unrighteous into the sky. If they are righteous, they will land safely. If they are wicked, they will die.
Oh, God!
I guess this guy was a real POS.
Boggles, do not maketh me command Kickman to administer more of his swift religious justice.
I'll do it.
Please,
I'll do it.
please don't!
Kneel in supplication.
Okay. One of them holds up what seems like a massive glass vial. There's a plunger at one end and sort of a needle that's about like sort of that thick, and it's as long as your arm. The vial seems to be full of urine. And he goes, do you not need the antidote?
Well, we'll take it with us. You never know when you're going to need one of these things.
Okay, this is a vial. It's full of all of our urine. We call it a pee pen.
All right. I hoist it up on my shoulder. I guess I want to take care not to get any boggling urine on the flowers, which...
Fair, this thing is not well made.
Okay. Okay, well, I mean, we've got some convincing-looking flowers. They seem to be genuinely non-toxic, because look at me, so spry and alive. This feels like job done.
Job done.
Job done.
Yeah.
Rock and roll rager in the woods now?
Yeah.
Which
Now
way?
we can carry on with a syringe full of urine to our rock and roll rager in the woods.
All right.
All right,
Let's
and
fill
let
this thing with vodka.
Let this boggle be a lesson to all you other boggles that to follow the true path of this guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you have any teachings you want to hand down?
Yes, the true path is war with the other boggling clan.
You're right. You're right. They've been complacent for too long.
Yes.
Only we know truly how to guard the flowers.
Yes.
We shall forge arms and go slaughter them all.
Do a little industrial revolution first and then go get them.
All right?
Yeah.
Good news, kids. We've got you a job.
Oh, God.
It shall be so. Thank you, brave adventurers, for showing us the way.
You're welcome.
To war! Okay, so they're starting I mean, I'm not going to call it a holy war, but a lot of the rhetoric being thrown around is concerning. So you're free to carry on with the stag portion of this adventure.
Hey!
I cast prestidigitation on the urine to turn it into vodka and take a big old swill. I cast I'm very good at it.
It's still gross, though, isn't it?
For somehow, yes.
Yeah.
But can any of you tell me why? No.
Because it was boggle urine seconds ago.
Yeah, it's been distilled from boggle urine.
Came out of their boggle cloacas.
Oh, no, I'm not ready for this again.
I don't know boggle anatomy. I know I don't like it.
There's nothing
So
on the...
anatomy is a good word to get in Boggle. So.
Yeah, exactly. Thus proving my point.
So anyway, you've got some free time now. What do?
I would like to rock, roll, and rage, please. Do I have to roll for that?
Well, so
It's a key part of it.
obviously,
Let's see what we've got planned,
Yes.
and then we'll... Yeah.
obviously being a good best man who plans ahead,
Yes.
we've got a nice clearing in the woods,
Uh-huh.
which is, there is a tents and stuff for us all to sleep in.
Yep.
And there's, a bar set up with...
Fancy.
Yes, with a bartender and some music, because I know Dob likes that. And then, some more entertainments to come this evening, if you know what I mean, you rascal Dob.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, my mood
That's
lifts
right.
a little bit as I see what Corazon set up, because actually, yeah, this is pretty sick.
Nice.
And out come the exotic boggles. In the dance of the seven veils.
I'm afraid they've been drafted. They're busy.
No!
Prudence, before we all get too hammered, can I ask you to help me find some way of securing these flowers? I want to keep them nice and neat. Like, do you have like a box, or could we, or something?
You're really asking me to help you make some buttonholes.
Yes.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Right, we need some twine, I imagine, and some some twine. That ought to do it. Let's twine them together.
I've almost certainly got twine in this bit of the
twine?
character sheet that I
50
never
foot
need to
hempen
look
rope.
at.
Yeah,
Any
you
goods?
can make
Yeah.
twine from rope.
Yeah. All right. I
Yeah.
twine.
50 feet of it.
This means I'm your maid of dishonor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
I'm actually pleased to say you can have inspiration for that.
All right.
Make me a dex sleight of hand check, I think, to make these buttonholes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
We just tie it to Dobbs' chest with 50 feet of hempen rope.
Dex sleight of hand. Oh, that's a 1. How badly does it go?
You know what? They're functional. You don't know quite how you've done it, but you seem to have done a complicated knot that that spells out like sort of expletive that I won't repeat here, and then Katie Pearlhead. There's sort of it's like a flower, and the flower is dotting the I in Katie.
Wow. I'm good at this.
Well, I like them.
Make me a wisdom perception check.
Ah.
And roll disadvantage, because you're full of piss vodka.
I hate how often you have to say that.
I know. Me too.
4.
You do not notice. The buttonholes are beautiful.
Prudence,
Katie's
thanks
going
so
to be
much.
delighted.
I knew you'd come round on Katie. If you just got to know her, you'd see in her what I see.
I'm very talented.
Yeah. All right, well, let's all gather around the campfire with our drinks, and we can tell spooky stories or something. I don't know, it's your stag do. What do you want to do?
Well, you're the best man, so what are we doing?
All right, well, here's a spooky story. There was a guy called Bod, and he was going to marry this woman who had a big ruby for a head. But she was always poisoning him and that, and then he had poison and died.
What happened to him?
He died of it. Of the poison. He had all the poison in him.
And then what happened to him?
Then he remained dead forever.
And was he all right?
No, he wasn't. He was dead.
God, there, but for the grace of God,
Yeah.
you know.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, about your own relationships and stuff.
Does it really make me think about my own relationships and stuff? No, I know what you're insinuating. Look, let's have this out right here, right now. If anyone here knows any reason why me and Katie Pearlhead should not be wed,
I mean,
The boggles are back.
all right, well,
Sorry, that's just boggle war going on in the background. It's getting
sounds
real
like
fierce
it's
out there.
going well.
I think I speak for the group when I say I'm afraid that everything is going to change when you get married.
What do you think is going to change, Prudence?
You are going to change.
from being alive into being dead.
Cool.
No, you
I
won't
see
be free to do fun stuff anymore. You're no more adventuring for the married man.
You'll
Nothing
become
could-
domesticated,
Yeah.
house trained.
No, he'll be desiccated.
Also that.
You've always said that you wanted me house trained.
Yeah, that's true.
But not like this.
Well, it doesn't mean I'm not going to stop adventuring. We both have our
Okay.
careers. Katie has a
Okay.
lot of stealing to do, and
Okay.
she's been amassing all of those plants and
Okay.
odd.
But Dob, what about our
Mixtures.
legendary carousing?
Well, we can still carouse, but maybe like Katie can be there as well. Oh, I heard that, Egbert.
Sorry.
Your discreet size aren't as subtle as you think they are.
Well, and accompanied by a plume of flame is the thing.
Look, I know that we don't all get on with Katie Pearlhead yet, but it's It's my choice, and it is what I want.
Hey, if it's
is
what
what I
makes
want.
Dob happy, then we should let it happen and the wedding.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Because I've written this whole speech and I've spent 15 minutes on it, and that's time I'm not getting back.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, fine.
All
If
right,
you're
cheers.
sure.
All right. Please tell me
Go
it's
out.
late at night so
Cheers.
that this Stag 2 ends soon, because this is
late,
awkward
yes.
as hell.
You kind of, basically what follows is several hours of everyone just really knocking it back without saying
Hey.
much. Everyone's just like, oh, glad we got that out of the way.
So what exotic
Drink.
dancers did the agency send? Because I really wasn't very specific at all. I just said anything from the monster manual is fine.
Exotic, though.
Oh, Deep Chasselas, elf god of the sea, has turned up.
Yes.
Take
nice to have a
it
side
off.
hustle.
Take it off.
They do a very intriguing dance based on the mating rituals of dolphins, which mostly involve sort of. Basically, they sort of lie on their belly for a bit and just sort of shriek.
Me too.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that move.
I'm tucking gold coins into the garment of the dark god of the sea.
Nice.
He's good. He's good.
Just
Nice
quiet.
one, Corazon.
You enjoy that, Dob?
Sorry?
Was that good?
Yeah, that was great. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like that before. And new experiences are great.
Hey, you're welcome, man. Drink
all
this rum.
Okay.
Okay, so you've been visited by a literal god who's done a sexy dance, and you've consumed a lot of rum. I think it's probably safe to say, unless anyone has any other business, you sort of you bed down and you go to sleep to the sounds of sort of mutually assured destruction going on in the woods at a far remove.
We hang the flowers somewhere safe so raccoons don't carry them off or anything.
Wise,
Yeah.
very, very wise. To be honest with you, all the raccoons are feasting on boggle right
Oh, yeah,
now,
that's
so
fair.
like it's not a
That's
big,
good eating.
It's not a huge concern, but the day dawns.
Are there
and
like thousands of crows circling for the boggling?
so many? Yeah.
An auspicious
many.
sign on your wedding day. The circling crows.
I think this is good luck, isn't it?
It is.
1,000 circling crows
On your wedding day.
means happy ever after.
Yeah.
That's how the rhyme goes. Yes, it's quite a long one. We won't repeat it here.
It's like crows on your wedding day. Someone else sing it. I'm not.
Okay, so nobody likes to really focus on like the morning after the big night of a stag do, so we'll sort of flash past that. Everyone's grumbling around, having some coffee.
Not Corazon. He's one of those annoying people who is incredibly chipper in the morning after drinking an unbelievable amount.
Oh, good.
He is running around, he's clattering, making coffee, he's singing. Oh, he's having a great time.
You're doing that thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to make breakfast for everyone, but it doesn't seem to be happening ever.
Yeah.
Just kinda,
Just
yeah.
banging and clanging in
And
the
then he's
kitchen.
eating a bacon sandwich on his own and there aren't any other bacon sandwiches.
Oh, there wasn't much bacon in the end.
Yeah, I only had so much grease. Sorry. It's not like I can magic it out of thin air, you know.
Oh, you can have inspiration for that. Okay, so you make your way back to the wedding venue. What is the venue? What have you and Katie chosen?
Okay. Thought you'd never ask. It is the crumbling ruin of a church.
Symbolic.
For the crumbling ruin of a relationship.
And major organs.
I'll have you know that crumbling ruin is being dressed up so you can't see the cracks in it with beautiful flowers and banners and silks. There's a string quartet that I have, personally vetted, kind of tuning up in the corner.
Lovely.
I imagine Katie is running around trying to sort everything out. She hasn't even got her wedding head on, which is how and obviously I'm basically just trying to make it look as if I'm not hungover at all, and I'm like super on it and know how the day is going, and I'm ready with the organisation and stuff.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, the tradition of not seeing one another before the nuptials is observed in Geth. So you don't actually see Katie at this point, but
Oh, okay.
Basically, eventually people start arriving, and it's sort of a weird mix of sort of tavern owners that Dobbs met in the past. Sort of a lot of just people that Dobb has picked up and forced along on a quest. Be they guard or monster or child, you know, just like whatever. Obviously to fill out the numbers.
It's Iron the Fishman.
Yeah, Iron's there.
Oh, wait, is Bob here?
Bob regretfully declined. You're not sure what that's about, to be honest with you, but whatevs. And of course...
I think it's because we didn't do a +1.
Okay.
Because Katie was like, well, there's a lot of people you're inviting on your side who I don't know.
Or it could be because you cast sleep on him and then left him in the road.
No, I think it's my one.
It's probably that one, yeah. In fairness, you do also have 60 skeletons, flaming skull head, and the bones of a donkey there.
Yeah.
They're sort of filling out the back rows. Katie's side of the venue is kind of... it doesn't really resemble sort of like ordered seating so much as a fight pit, because it is just like basically some of the greatest ne'er-do-wells that have ever put holes in other people and taken their money in Geth. So they're all there just sort of rabble-rousing. They're already half drunk.
Are Katie's parents here?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes, they are.
See a couple of pearls in the back.
Yeah. Actually, one of them is just a giant clam.
Oh yeah, a giant clam and a piece of grit. I see them.
That's it.
Yeah.
The other one is a huge piece of grit. Oh, you bet them?
Yeah,
the rehearsal dinner?
Of course, yeah.
Sorry.
I asked them for any amusing anecdotes I could weave into my speech. And it was mostly about poisoning, weirdly. So.
Yeah, strange. They probably refused to tell you any of the other stories in case they incriminated themselves, really, not even just her. Well, so it is time for the ceremony to begin. Egbert sort of stands there presiding. And
announcing the best man. The clarion call of trumpets takes up. The string quartet plays the theme song I wrote. And I walk down the aisle very slowly. Hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Hey. After about 15 minutes of this, I make it to the front of the chapel.
Well, then eventually some sort of wedding march strikes up. And you see Katie Pearlhead being given away by her father, whose head is an enormous piece of grit.
She wasn't born with a pearl head.
Did we literally put it on her head?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
But I've lent into it now. Maybe they're trying to fit in with her found family, Egbert.
All right.
Hope you're not saying any of this out loud.
No.
It was last night I put a piece of grit on his head. And a clam on my mum's head.
Classic Stag japes.
Yeah, it was just japes.
Okay. Katie comes down the aisle and she looks...
amazing.
Beautiful. She looks resplendent. You've never seen her head polished to such a shimmer. She's wearing sort of this lovely flowing gown with sort of like lots of different embroidered floral patterns in there. You notice some of them are sort of the blue flowers artfully done with needle and thread that actually offset the blue in your buttonholes perfectly. And you sort of see, all right, fair enough, that was a strong aesthetic choice. She walks down the aisle, she turns to you, Dob. You see her sort of big pearl head kind of looks you up and down, pauses on the buttonhole, sort of tilts ever so slightly. Oh, you've not noticed. And she looks back up at you and then kind of turns and gives Egbert a nod to begin the opening remarks.
All right. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today under the benevolent gaze of Lavash Mauve, who you guys can all see as well, right?
Yeah, who exists.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
You're doing great.
Thanks. To witness the union of Dob, the half-orc bard, and
And their best man, Corazon.
Katie Pearlhead. But before we go any further, is there anyone in this room who, for any reason, undeclared library fines or your previously unmentioned love for new metal music, Any reason at all why these two should not be wed?
Gasp.
I mean, I think we all saw this coming.
Well, I never.
Look, Dob is a really good friend of mine. He's like family to me.
Thanks, what a great speech!
Do it. Do it.
And I think he can do better.
Gasp.
There, you on one side of the venue, you hear the sound of a lot of knives being drawn simultaneously. It's like, Egbert, what do?
I'm motioning to Egbert.
We're never really prepared for anyone to actually say anything at this point. They didn't cover this in the ordination manual.
Sky Cow, just some guidance.
What do we do?
Any second now. Here it comes. The wisdom.
Know any?
Oh, jeez.
I make my voice as low as I can, and I go, crack on, I say.
Okay, well,
That's blasphemy.
do you take this? Do you take
Bash
this?
for me, surely.
Do you take this pearl-headed lady to be your lawfully wedded pearl-headed lady?
There is a sudden noise in the room. It is not a crack of thunder before anyone starts, but it is sort of just like a big sort of like howling sort of portal opening, like
Hungry Hadar, thank God.
and then
Not one of mine.
I love this bit of the wedding.
I look at Katie as if to sort of be like, is this something I missed from the itinerary? Okay.
she does a shrug.
All right.
Then suddenly standing sort of, but you've got a pretty commanding view of this. You've got, you're standing here, you've got the couple there, about to be wed, you've got the congregation there, just beyond the couple, there's a 15-foot tall demon, sort of like livid red skin that's kind
Friend
of
of
like
yours?
moving, and there are sort of glowing
They
bits
said
as
no
if
plus
there's
one.
lava underneath its skin, but it's also wearing sort of tweed.
Bride
and it
side
kind of
or groom side?
looks sort of wizened, and it fixes you with its gaze and goes, Neither.
Okay.
I too have an objection to make.
Go on, let's hear it.
Well, first I must introduce myself. I am what is known as a doubt demon. My name is...
Are you really, though?
Do you ever wonder?
Don't push me, I've been doing this for 12,000 years.
Sorry, I'm sure you've heard that a million
Heard
times.
them
yeah.
all, yes. But I, as I say, am a doubt demon. My name is, well, in your tongue, the closest pronunciation is Chini. Chini Rekon. And basically, to tell you what I do, I'm an interdimensional being, doublet, that turns up as needed at the most doubtful moment in any dimension at any given time, in order to make certain that that person or persons involved are quite sure that they know what they are doing. Sometimes it is a warlord about to charge an army of 10,000 with 50 men. Sometimes it is a teenager attempting to do a really cool flip to impress a friend or prospective lover. But today, it seems I have been drawn here. The only certainty in my life is uncertainty, and that I have been summoned speaks to a great doubt within this union.
Well, Dov, what do you say to that? Oh, my wedding is as solid as a rock. Then why is there a doubt demon here wearing tweed?
With an enormous effort of will, I shut out Corazon mentally, and I look at Katie and I say, Katie, are you Do you have doubts?
She starts spinning her head and pulls it off and kind of goes, I cannot believe the audacity of this guy. And frankly, you've entertaining the notion. The thought that I would not want to marry? Chinny Recon waves a hand and goes, silence. I am not speaking of you, milady. I refer to him. Dob,
Yo.
the half-orc bard. Well might you yo me, but I have looked into your soul, and I have seen doubt. I cannot allow this union to proceed unless you are able to prove your sincerity. This is the challenge. If you dare accept it, will be set by me, because that's my job. Don't worry, it'll be appropriate. If you fail the challenge, technically I must cut off your head. I'm sorry, I feel like I misled you there. When I said technically, it sort of implied there was wiggle room on this. If you fail, I will cut off your head.
All right, so what's the challenge? Like do a flip or something?
No. I've been doing this 12,000 years. I've seen too many flips go bad.
I accept, by the way.
Great. Listen, I said it would be appropriate. You are a bard, are you not?
Yes.
You play the lute, do you not?
Yeah. Yeah, really well.
Don't be coy with me. I've been doing this for 12,000 years.
Yes, I play the lute.
Great. Then I challenge you to pick up thine lute and sing a song from the heart. Proceed.
I lost my lute in a river. I was nude. That's not important.
You still have the G-string of the lute. You could tie that to a soapbox.
Don't try to shock me, best man. I've been doing this for 12,000 years. There is no attire you can have forced on this man on his stag do that will surprise me.
I do a cool flip.
Dang. Well, if I must do everything myself, hold on one moment. I must lean into another dimension that is stuffed with instruments. Here's one.
Whoa.
I trust this lute is to your liking.
Does it feel weirdly cold or weirdly hot or both?
He looks evil.
Why not both?
Oh my god, it's lush.
Yes, well, enjoy it while you can, because if you stuff this, like I say, I'm cutting off your head.
All right, so what do you want? Vengabus or?
What is Vengabus?
It's a song from his heart about a magical bus that is coming. So, you know, watch out.
Does it have what you might call a killer hook?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dob, why don't you blast some... Well, is that what's in your heart for Katie? Do you look at Katie and do the strains of the Vengabus play through your mind?
So, just to be... Thank you, Merowyn. Just to be absolutely clear on the terms, Dow Demon.
Yes.
I have to play a song that is certifiably from the heart.
Yes.
Or else you'll cut off
your head.
My head.
Your head. I'll probably do the whole congregation. Sort of once you... Sort of, you just sort of... It's not technically...
Once you chop, you can't stop.
Thank you, yes. Finally, someone who gets it.
Do it, Dob.
Okay. I have a song from the heart. Okay. All right. Hello, congregation. I have a song from the heart. This is a song that I wrote before I met my fiance. I'm just trying to figure out if the head cutting would be worse than this. Liliana, listen to me. Stop this madness, put down that kidney. Oh, Liliana, oh, can't you see? Your iron grip on the land of Geth has got a hold on me. And I know that ambition shouldn't be seen as a flaw. And who hasn't thought about cloning an army of Egberts? You want to have it all but one look from you, and they'd subjugate everything in their path. But that's nothing to the way you've subjugated my heart.
Liliana is the same number of syllables as Katie Pearlhead. It's so easy to just...
Liliana, please see reason. Look at my strong friends and the bosses they're cheesing. And I know we can find common ground. Maybe over coffee? I could show you the skeletons I found. We could compare armies. We could make them fight, and we could sing and laugh and play. I know this doesn't have to end in a violent sort of way. But if you go to war with us, then I don't know where this ends. 'Cause I might feel differently if you killed my friends. Liliana.
Okay, I'm going to start making my way towards the door.
I enjoy the rush of performing for exactly 1 second.
You know, I mentioned before I've been doing this for 12,000 years. But somehow you have managed to surprise me. I don't... Now, with absolutely no offense meant to your heritage, Dub, this is orcs. Because start with the positive. Come on, Ginny. The good news is I do not have to separate your head from your shoulders and then do the whole congregation, because it feels good once you start, and then it's sort of the blood mist descends.
It's a good news day.
Yes, that song was assuredly from the heart, and thus I am happy. I have no technique. There is nothing that binds me to further object to this union, which may proceed, and thankfully, with this moment having been resolved, I'm about to be pulled, quite painfully I should mention, 12,000 years of doing this, never even had a day off. I'm about to be pulled quite painfully into another dimension to see what's going on there. And
Right, if you could hurry it up, though, the wedding breakfast
They're
is at
really
2,
short.
so we need to sort of move through we've got the whole programme to get through, so...
Okay, sure. Well, he gets pulled painfully back through a portal and kind of...
Great. Okay, so no one got their head cut off. I guess we're ready to carry on with the Egbert.
Yeah. So do you want to marry?
Wait. What does Katie look like right now?
Katie looks like in the first adventure before she had the pearl head put on. There's no one into the Katie Laura but me.
No.
I think she meant more her expression.
What's her expression? I know what she meant. I'm procrastinating.
She looks very calm.
Oh, that's the worst.
She's looking at you with sort of an even gaze in her eyes, and she just says, "Dob?"
Yo. Katie.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
But did you not hear the song? I think the lyrics were quite
Not
specific.
now, Egbert.
Yeah, I think he said everything, really.
How did it go? Liliana. That's the only word I can remember, actually.
What is love?
Baby,
Katie.
don't hurt me. Katie, don't hurt me.
Katie, don't hurt me. Katie, I want to apologize because I haven't been honest with you. I told you that I had extinguished the flame that I carried for Liliana, who I think you've met. I told you there was nothing there. I was lying even to myself, which is weird.
So in a way, you're a victim.
In a way, what is love? So, Katie, look. I do love you, Katie, but I'm sorry I did lie to you. I do love Liliana, and I hadn't written you a song yet, which maybe says more about whether this wedding should go ahead than anything else.
I think this is going well.
I love how long it's been since we've rolled a dice.
For the audience, I'm looking at a timer here, and it's never looked like there's so much time on it.
Yeah, okay, Dob.
Do you still, yeah, sorry, you were saying something, I shouldn't interrupt.
Yeah, no, I was just, do you remember sort of how this all first started? You know, I'd run away with something you needed, and I ordered my body double to have you killed, and then I was off. Just going for a spa weekend, actually. But you came after me. You chased me down, and
yeah,
we got talking, and one thing led to another. And you said to me then, you said, I've spent the last 2 days running after you. Haven't slept, haven't eaten. I've fallen over into several muddy ditches.
I did stink pretty bad.
I've run through a lot of compost heaps. Some of them I could have avoided, but I just thought, hey, when you're on a roll, and a lot of it got into my nose and my ears and my mouth. You said to me, Katie, I'm 40% poo right now, but I think...
And that's a good percentage.
It was, you know what, since then I've learned, yes, it is. But you said to me, I've spent so much time running after you, now I want you to run away with me. And it was the most romantic thing anyone had ever said to me. And after all this, the incredible thing is I find I don't want us to stop running together. I don't want to run away from you. I want you to run away from me.
Cool. Is that like a head start situation? Or?
No, there isn't. But when I find you and when I catch you, I'm going to make it hurt so bad you'll wish that you had flubbed the song and that the demon had just cut off your head, because I'm going to make it slow and painful.
Okay, give me a moment to onboard this information.
There's sort of a quiet moment, and then there's a weird like noise at the back of the venue, and then you just hear 60 voices all go,
"It's time for readings! Speech it! Skeletons keep this brief.
Skeletons.
Skeletons help couple
there's sort of
have many happy years together. Have many children who not become orphan. But skeleton promise, if couple die, skeleton take good care orphans. Dub and dub wife.
Take good care of their skeletons.
Skeletons cannot cry, but think union so beautiful. Skeletons wish could.
Skeletons wish could. Well, I think the skeletons said it. That was beautiful, skeleton. Thank you. There was a small hiccup with the. Maybe you were still in the hammer at the time, but there was a. I'm not actually certain that the union is going to go ahead now. But yeah, but your words ring. Sorry, Katie, I will get on with the running away bitch business. I just... Skeleton...
Hey, time for the best man speech. Oh man, I've known Dob for so long. So many funny moments with Dob. I remember one time he fell in a pit and he impaled himself on a spike. He was in a lot of pain for a lot of time. Guess that wasn't that funny. I guess you had to be there, really. I thought it was funny. You thought it was funny, right, Prudence?
Oh, it's best.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, and Corazon... there was that other story that you were going to tell, the absorbing one, and you wanted to address it directly to Katie.
Oh, yeah, Katie. So the story that I wanted to tell was about the time that Dob was secretly escaping from a wedding. Not this wedding,
a different story,
wedding. This is a different wedding, not this wedding.
Okay.
Anyway, the bride
matter.
of this wedding was, she didn't know what was going on, but Dob was, he sort of escaped out of the door over there.
I attempt to flee with Merylwen, Prudence, and Egbert down the central aisle.
Is this a sort of just cheese it thing. You're not trying to sneak off.
This is a cheese it, but it isn't a jilting.
You don't want that on your record.
Okay, because the
As we're running, I'm throwing confetti as if it's part of the ceremony.
Yeah.
This is tradition in Wood Elf culture, yes.
Yes, and now for the traditional orcish bit where most of the wedding party runs away, steering clear of the bride side of the room.
Before we go, Katie, do you want to marry anyone else? Because I put the robe on and you've paid for the venue. So is there anyone else?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't want
That
to marry.
demon seemed nice. He seemed well dressed.
I cast Minor Illusion to create a perfect groom dob. Who's just stood there in a tux, looking all groomly. Quick, marry him! And then I run away.
No.
Probably made it worse, hasn't it?
I'm okay, actually.
Got it. I run away as well.
Strength athletics, please, everybody.
Now to easily run away.
3.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. 7.
6.
13! Double digit! It's a dirty 20. I am out of there. I am gone.
Prudent spider climbs out of the chapel.
Bye.
Okay, so here's the deal. Merylwyn and Prudence, you basically made it out of the tent before basically one of Katie's henchmen came and just like cinched the sort of tent doors shut.
Oh, no.
So
On to the next grand adventure.
oh no, it's a ruin, isn't it? Oh no, they've barred the doors. Basically, the doors are shut. Sorry, it's not a tent. You're in the venue. So you're outside of it, and you can have a free action before the combat does begin, but everyone is going to have to roll for initiative. Oh, okay. Okay.
I always die at weddings.
19.
10.
10, also 10.
I've never wanted to go first less, but I got 23.
9.
Okay, Corazon.
What do you want to do with your free action, Merylwyn? Free action, what do you want to do?
Look, canapes out there.
Yes!
Okay, so we've got a combat initiative now. I've rolled the skeletons in for you.
Skeletons are in the mix. That will be fine.
So, yeah, before we start off with Dob, Merylwyn and Prudence, you've got one action. You can keep running if you really want. It's up to you.
Start Oxventure 2.0.
Yeah!
Me and
The
you.
new class.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's a crumbling church.
Yeah.
I imagine parts of the roof are missing. So it's not, access isn't going to be an issue. But also, there's an open bar over there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of thieves, a lot of violent thieves inside.
Actually, it's only open for like the first hour.
Well, then we gotta move it.
Yeah, we gotta get our drinks in.
Okay.
That's our first move, is to get all the free drinks before anyone else can.
You want to
And
spend
they
your free
all
action
have
on
to pay.
acquiring booze. Okay. What if we bombarded the inside of the church from the outside of the church?
Yeah.
But just roughly the thieves' side of the thief side of the aisle.
If the door's barred.
Yes, the doors are barred.
And inside is the barred.
Yes.
Thank you.
Continue.
There's surely got to be like a side chapel, like a little ruined
Oh yeah,
side
a little
chapel.
vestry off to the
little
vestry area. Yeah. Okay.
See if we can like find another route out for them, or just smash an old stained glass window.
Molotov cocktail. Cocktails are later.
How many thieves were there? I feel like you told us.
I probably did. I probably said a number, didn't I?
I don't think you did say a number.
No. Well, now now you get to decide how many thieves there are.
All right, D100, you're up.
Uh-oh.
What?
You've got 60 skeletons and more guests.
Oh, yeah.
68.
Oh.
You're outnumbered
no.
almost. Really not, you're fine. 68 thieves and brigands and ne'er-do-wells.
Dang.
All right.
Okay. I've got stone shape.
It is
can
made
get them
mostly of
out.
stone.
Yeah.
The church, the crumbling church.
Stone shape and I put a door in the wall next to the door.
Oh. I thought you could like just cave the
Seal them in
church
or something.
down on the heads of the congregation.
No,
I am
can
in there.
make
Murder
small
everyone.
objects
Prudence, would you
or
please think of our deposit?
Oh, you can't do that. You can't bring the church down.
I can't bring the church. Stone shape is make a small key out of stone or a door.
We're all dead at this point inside.
Yeah.
right?
I assume we've all been run through and are dead now because of the amount of time this is taking.
Yes.
Yeah, cast stone shape on the door so that the others can get out.
Okay, cool. There is now sort of an open doorway in the side of the venue. Good news for anyone who's trying to flee.
All right, I blast a path behind the newly opened door with Eldritch Blast. Like, just clear a pathway. I assume.
Through the door into the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
I yell, get clear! I yell, get clear, and then blast Eldritch Blast through the newly opened doorway. Into
She
the-
yelled, "Get clear, Corazon! It's
Yeah.
bulletproof."
You know.
I mean, yeah, it's like you don't have time to react to this, but it is just going to happen. Could you?
I yell incoming, and
just,
then.
yeah, make me an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
roll, please.
Okay, so agonizing blast. We're going to get 2 beams. I'm going to re-roll that one. 'cause
Okay,
that was
yeah.
bad. Oh, that was worse, in fact. So.
You can choose which one you keep.
Yeah. But I rolled twice, right? Because it's
Yes.
a twin-beamed Eldritch Blast. 1 is 12, and
Uh-huh.
1 is 2. Wait,
Okay.
hang on. And then... No.
Talking of deposits, Dob, bad news about, you sort of arranged for that, like, charming horse and trap to take you away with, like, a banner that says just married and the
Yeah.
tin cans.
Yeah,
and
old Charlie, the driver, he was going to tell you the sights and the history of the area as he drove you. Well, lovely old Charlie.
Yeah. He's been all over the place. And now he is quite literally all over the place because he has exploded. Prudence goes like, get clear! Blah! And there's like a huge like blast of energy goes through this doorway. But another one just perfectly just like, kind of just goes like, and there's a sort of a brief moment where Charlie just goes, huh, and then
Eldritch Blast was first used in this area back in the year... Dang.
yeah. But the good news is you've cleared a bit of a path.
Okay, I wave at the altar where I assume that...
We'll go.
Hey! Let's go, cheese it.
You have knocked like a third of them onto the ground. Like not all of the brigands are like dead or exploded or anything, but like just the sheer force of the shockwave into a pack of bodies has basically just made them go like and fall over.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than a few of them have fallen on each other's knives, probably.
Okay. Come on, let's go.
Dob, you're up first.
Wish I saw this calm emotion spell card earlier. But I think it's a bit late for that. I would like to cast a spell that I'm pretty sure was designed for exactly this situation. Greater invisibility.
Yes.
I sort of lock eyes. I know where her eyes roughly are with Katie Pearlhead, and I... Bink.
Delightful. All
Okay.
right.
And then, so inside the room, there's Corazon and Egbert, and a mass of brigands who are...
Gearing up to fight a bunch of skeletons, yes.
Okay, are any of them near Corazon or Egbert?
Yeah. Well, less so Egbert, but Corazon's like got like thieves looming right over his shoulders right now.
Ah, okay. All right, then I want to invisibly and surprisingly sort of barge into the side of them, knocking them out of the way so that Corazon can make good an escape.
All right, make me a strength athletics check, please.
14 plus 1. No, wait, sorry. Did you say athletics?
Yeah.
Well, that's different. Then that would be... actually, it's very little difference. 16.
We waited so long for that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it works pretty well. Like, it's... Like, if you were bowling, you'd be like, here comes a spare, watch me pick up these last 3 pins or whatever. You kind of just like, boom! Corazon, as you see it, you're kind of just there being like, this might be how I die. And then, sort of just a bunch of thieves just kind of go, whoop!
Just like the fortune teller said. So it's not my turn now, right?
No, it isn't, no.
So I just have to stand here and go,
Yeah, but like, this is all in the span of
How
6
curious.
seconds. Egbert, you are next. You kind of, yeah, but you are next. What do?
I'm going to throw a warning bomb.
Not a thing.
Just to frighten them away, maybe, or something, you know.
Just a 10-pound shot across the bow.
Yeah, a warning bomb, as I like to call it.
Yes. Good. Please make me the requisite throwing.
Feels like a strength thing more than an accuracy thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, well, if strength over accuracy is what you're going for, you make me a strength attack.
That's 17.
Is more strength good or bad?
Well, I can't reasonably quibble with a 17 too hard. What is it that you are intending to have happen with this warning bomb?
I think more just sort of either draw attention away from Corazon or, or frighten people out of the church. Like try.
Everyone just assuming I'm going to get murdered.
Yeah, kind of.
It'll be fine.
That is so you. And by you, I mean
Thank
Egbert.
you.
Like, this is so... It's beautifully simple and yet at the same time so poorly thought out.
Yeah.
This is just a bomb, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay, great. I mean, right, I understand.
I didn't have time to make a flashbang, so...
And in church. For
Yeah, I
shame.
The
Not
distinction
technically my
between an
church.
artfully placed warning bomb and just a regular bomb. I'm a little unclear on here.
Yeah, roll me damage, please.
Okay. It is... everyone has to make a DC 12 dex check, or they take 3d6.
3d6.
I'm guessing that includes me and Corazon.
Yeah, I assume.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just gonna roll, ooh. Improbably, the mob just rolled a 17.
Oh, good.
Wow.
I got
Go
11.
mob.
I am on the ground, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
It was 14 damage, so...
Okay, I got a 12 dexterity.
Okay.
See,
so
a warning bomb. No one got hit by it.
So if you pass, you take half damage, or...
No, it just doesn't say that, so... It just says you've got to pass it, or you take 3d6 fire damage.
So...
It goes up into the rafters and just explodes.
Oh, no, Dob failed.
Oh.
No,
It
Dob
goes up into Dob.
Yeah.
And explodes.
Yeah, you see this
Oh, the
bomb
one
kind of
person I
just
didn't
like-
want to warn.
You,
He's warned.
You sort of shot put this bomb up, and he goes like, whoop, and then just kind of goes, boom.
Ow,
And
but I was here.
Stops about 6'4". How tall's Dob?
Yeah, about that.
6'4".
6'5",
So it's about
7'2", something like that.
6'5" above the ground, which,
Yeah.
in your experience, bombs aren't meant to do. They're not supposed to just stop in midair. The good news is it goes off lovely. So, Dob, that's 14 points of bomb to the head damage.
I don't think I need to check the rules to say. I'm pretty sure that breaks invisibility as well.
You're fairly covered in sort of soot and ash and blood. So
Yeah.
you are still invisible, but you are definitely now just sort of covered in grime. So there's
Okay.
sort of an outline of you, and your hair looks
I'm
ridiculous.
mostly covered in the gore of the coachman, Gary.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good
Well.
job.
Did I help?
Well,
Oh, hang on a minute. Well, no, the mob are all fine.
Okay.
All right, Corazon, so
But are
it's
they
up to
alarmed
beat.
at all?
Yes.
Are they
Because now there's
warned?
a blood man standing in front of them, which wasn't there before. They're like, is it more demons? They reckon. So they are distracted.
Do they
There's
seem
a silver.
warned, though?
They certainly seem cautious, which I suppose is the same thing as being warned.
Yeah.
Wow, these chairs are so adjustable.
So I can attack twice, so I can do another warning
Oh
bomb
my
if you want.
god!
Well, it doesn't sound like they're warned enough.
Proceed, yeah, go on.
Well, they haven't fled, so now it's less of a warning bomb, and now it's more of a
Yeah,
targeted bomb.
this is one is don't make me tell
Yeah,
you again.
Exactly, yeah.
Got it, okay.
So I'll go for another one of those, please.
Yeah,
So 13 plus 4 is another 17 on the old strength.
okay, yeah, let's do this again.
All right.
Okay, the mob rolled a 7, so
Oh, they failed.
they're catching hellfire.
19 plus, is it Dex, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 24.
So you're 19 on a D12. It's a D12, right? We're checking it?
No,
That was for
No, you've got to beat 12.
You've got a B12 on
Yep.
a D20. Right,
B12.
got it. In that case, good news. Okay, that's 15.
Okay,
13 damage for everyone who
13
wasn't
damage. Okay, so
I should have been expecting the first bomb. I will not be fooled by the second.
Yes, good.
Bomb me once, fall on you.
Shame on you.
Bomb me twice.
you
Shame on
nimbly
me.
step out of the way. You hear one thief go, "Here comes another one!" And the other one goes, "Don't worry, it's going to stop about 6'4" before it." Let's see. Well, re-roll that. 2's no fun. 2. Sometimes you roll a 2. You sort of remove the top half of 2 thieves.
Okay.
They're just kind of gone from here up. Whereas the rest of them are kind of knocked on their backs, and it's safe to say, like, they've definitely been warmed now.
Yes.
A lot of these thieves have like superficial injuries, and they're kind of just like, ah.
In my mind, Egbert throws the bomb and then goes, "Warning! Warning!"
They were warned.
Actually, stuff that. If it's AOE and they biff the save check, sod it, they're taking the damage. That's why I rolled a d12, because I was like, how many people would it be funny to kill? What's a funny number?
7.
12.
12. 12 sounds good. Yeah, 12. You just annihilated 12 people.
Hilarious number.
Yes.
Is Lavash Mo still watching?
He's sort of decorously closed his eyes. He's wearing blinkers. Okay, so you just killed 12 people. The skeletons are up now. What do you want them to do?
It's their day off. It's up to them.
Dog's got the hammer.
You're our guest.
They're just going to idle. The skeleton's just like,
I gave them the day off.
fine,
That's a sacred bond.
What kind of employer would I be if I went back on that?
Fair enough. Dom, what's your AC?
I don't know why you're asking that. 16.
Okay. Oh, okay. She misses, but Katie Pearlhead flings a dagger in your general direction.
Not like her to miss. She must be upset.
She hits something, and it's a henchman right between the eyes. Just kind of like. She curses.
Oh, she missed on purpose. She couldn't do it at the last minute.
You are 100% convinced of the veracity of that statement, yes. Merylwen, what do you want to do?
Well, we were hoping that there was going to be a moonlit dance later on, but instead there's going to be some moonlit dancing right now in the church as I cast Moonbeam into
The easy spell that everybody knows.
Yeah. Everyone can do it.
Alrighty, so this is at the start of their
Let's
next
all cast
turn.
Moonbeam.
So the next turn, right, they're taking damage?
Round of moonbeams.
Fight until spell ends. When they enter a spell area the first time.
It's all fun and games until Katie casts Moonbeam.
Yeah, great. Okay, cool. Lovely. Yeah, what does it look like? You sort of paint a picture for us.
It's beautiful. It really, I think, reflects the wonderful floral decorations that Katie had chosen. There was a lot of really lovely kind of greys in there and whites, and just beautiful pearlescent. It sort of complements Katie's pearl head.
Is this a diss track? You've turned a spell into a diss track. I like it.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's going to fry some people at the start of their next turn. Prudence.
There's a little hole in the church, and it's just in through there.
Ah, delightful. Nice. Prudence.
All right. From the doorway that Merylwen opened with Stone Shape, I cast Hungry Hungry Haydar.
Finally.
In the thickest sort of gathering of thieves to one side of the aisle.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Can I have a look at Hungry Hungry Haydar?
Yeah, Hungry Hungry Haydar, there you go.
Okay, Hungry Hungry Haydar. Material, a pickled octopus tentacle.
Always. Got a jar of them.
Lovely.
It's part of the buffet, actually. There's a whole chafing dish full of them.
Merylwen looks away.
That's right. You open a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point within range
Acid
of
damage,
duration.
tentacles.
Cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. D&D was a mistake. 2d6 cold damage. Ends its term as acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles rub up against it. Great. All right then.
Hooray!
Yeah. So again, this is kind of one that's going to kick in on their next.
Yeah, it's going to be a
turn, isn't it?
moonbeam acid sort of melange in the
Wow.
in the church.
Okay, great.
All
Do
right.
you need to roll for this one?
I don't think so. I think it's just.
She just likes doing that.
I just like doing it. It's a 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold and tentacles,
Probably don't need to roll for that.
centered on the thieves.
Corazon, there's a lot going on right now. How do you feel?
Well, I've seen the impending moonbeam, and I've seen the impending black hole of milky tentacles.
Yeah.
And I've got one more bomb left, so.
I know Egbert has one more bomb left. So I'm thinking being in this church is probably a bad idea next turn. So what I'm going to do...
partially exploded, also.
Yes, stop having been partially exploded. So eyeing the open doorway, I'm going to cast grease in a line towards the door, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash and sort of belly flop onto it and slip and slide all the way out of the church.
That was actually going to be the end of the best man speech.
So you've practiced this.
With me to the reception, everyone!
All right. Let's make this a Dex Acrobatics check, please.
It's a 19.
Wonderful. It works exactly as you planned in the weeks and months running up to this wedding. You cast grease and just like, woo! And you come to a stop just before the bar. You just pop up. There's a bar right there. There's a very,
Outside,
very
right?
confused-looking barman.
Cool. I order myself a tropical cocktail and go, whoa, can't wait to see what happens next round.
Don't tell me about it, son, says the barkeep. What's the mob
Oh, damn,
gonna do?
they're screwed.
Oh, bless them. They're just not rolling very well. The mob are currently trying to find Dot by sort of just standing there and like just whirling around. It's like they're doing a knife dance. They're slashing each other's clothes to ribbons, but on a 5, they're not going to find you. Oh, but they are going to take a buttload of damage. That's right. And I've already said what they do, so they're definitely staying in the cold, dark sphere and getting tentacle milky damage. So if you could roll moonbeam damage, and Prudence, you could roll both the milky tentacle and frosty cold damage.
Tentacle milk damage.
We'll see just how screwed these guys really are.
All right, okay. Great, great, great. So 2d6 acid and 2d6 cold.
Yep.
11.
I'm going to
11 and 6.
the third tier.
God.
An extra D10. Thank you. Delicious. Right. That is a 9.
9.
So many dice.
That is a 10.
19.
And that is another 9.
Seems to 28. Plus
17 of ice and acid.
28.
45.
45. I mean, they're very obviously dead. And I
It's
think
a massacre, everybody.
I feel like whatever the Geth equivalent of forensic scientists are will be puzzling out exactly what happened for days, if not years,
Yes,
to come.
yes.
But just for the sake of
Where did all this tentacle milk come from?
why don't you, the two of you, what does it look like? How does...
The soft tissue has basically deteriorated into a kind of fleshy soup.
Yes.
And the bones
The
are
wedding of the
deteriorating.
season.
The bones are in the moonbeam now.
Yeah, like, I feel like kind of like the flesh is burnt off by the moonbeam, and then the tentacles grab the bones and crush them.
Oh, yeah. Nice
I like
touch.
that.
Yeah.
And leaving just a fine powder on the floor where once were.
I always cry at weddings, but not normally for this reason.
It sounds like you've made a milky marrow bone broth.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put away my telescope.
Would you like another?
I'm all right for a moment, thank you.
All right, then. Okay, so the
I won't eat
mobs-
any more of this hummus, that's for sure.
So the mob is, to all intents and purposes, dead. You saw the skeletons for a moment there be like, huh? And then when the tentacles got involved, they're like, ah! Because they very nearly increased their numbers by another 50%. But hey-ho. Dob, you're quite hurt.
Yes.
You're still mostly invisible.
Yes.
What are you going to do? You just...
Okay. The only survivor on the Pearlhead side is Katie, right?
Yes.
Just kind of up at the...
Correct.
Okay.
The guy that she got between the eyes with the knife, that was Gut Hole. That was her best man.
Oh.
Or mate of honor, I think it was.
Mate of honor.
Okay. Right. Well, I signalled to Egbert that it's time to book it. I hoist the hammer aloft and summon the skeletons back, and then I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on Katie. I just have to tell a joke so funny that she forgets about all this unpleasantness for a while.
Your relationship.
Dang!
Wow.
Savage.
This is brutal.
I mean, I guess that's it. Can that be?
Hey, Katie, our relationship.
Wow. Does she need to roll?
Hang on.
I forget.
Yeah, I haven't done this since episode 1.
I wonder why.
Okay, creature of your choice, creature's harsh, that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
What's the spell save DC, please?
My spell save DC is 17.
How long does it last?
It lasts for up to 1 minute, which should be enough time for us to book it, right? Get out of here.
Let's find out, because she stacks it. She's wearing quite tall heels, and she's like, and puts her hands on her knees and sort of leans forward into it, and
Laughter's
then
kind of
accidentally
manic.
tips over, and then just like dunk, falls down, and finds that funny. So just starts absolutely creasing it. She's clutching her stomach, rolling around on the floor. The laughter is getting sort of louder and louder and more raucous, to the point where it's actually just a bit scary. You can practically hear chords in her, like her vocal cords tearing. She's just like, ha 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 ha!
It's all presumably echoing in the head.
Yes, and she is looking directly at you.
Well, this isn't as funny as I thought it would be.
But you do now have a perfect opportunity to book it.
I just want to do one more thing.
Yeah?
Just to help aid our escape.
Yeah?
I produce an umbrella full of bees. I'm going to jam it up inside the Pearlhead and open it, and then run away.
It's just mean.
Yeah,
I'll keep her busy for a while.
Yeah, no, you know what? She's very busy. It's a bad bee's nest. She's got a bee in her bonnet. It works. She finds that very funny.
At the moment.
So she's inhaling a lot of bees as well. Sort of on the back, she's like, ha ha!
You know what? I liked her in the end.
Kind of feel bad
Outside the
now.
church, I've taken the horse-drawn carriage that was supposed to take them on a romantic moonlight stroll. I'm in the driver's seat of that. I've taken some cocktails from the bar and I've laid them out there, and I'm like, everybody get on, go book it.
All right, with one last look, I was going to go for some party words, but I don't think Katie could hear me.
I'll
over the
remember-
droning of a million bees.
I'll remember you like this, Katie.
The wedding was bad, but the reception was buzzing.
I missed that, but I'm kind of glad.
All right,
Let's get out of here.
and we pile on to the thing. And as Corazon wheels us away, I say, well, I bet you all feel rather foolish, don't you? You all thought Katie was trying to poison me and didn't really love me, whereas in fact,
You didn't really love
I
her.
didn't really love her.
You're right, Dob, you've given us a lot to think about today.
And with those sort of rousing words, sort of leaving Dub's mouth, the camera sort of pulls back on the banner, the Just Married banner, which has sort of gobbets of coachmen still sort of like bloop, 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 dripping off. The
It
wagon
now says just marred.
the carriage sort of starts to trot off into the sunset, and like, okay, bad news. Day didn't quite go to plan. Great news for the rest of you. It turns out you're going on a honeymoon.
Hooray!
And that's the story of how Dob did not get married and then subsequently poisoned to death. So, hooray!
And wait. And did the demon leave the loot?
Oh, yes.
Sick.
You now
Nice.
have...
So it's not a total bust.
As a memento to forever remind you of this day, every time you play it, every time you strap it across your back, every time you wake up and look at it, or tune it, or polish it, or even just dream about it, you'll think of this.
Cool. So, thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you had a good time. Thanks so much to Johnny for another wonderful Oxventure. We've got some Oxventure merch out there if you want to get yourself a souvenir on the way out. But thank you. Enjoy the rest of your MCM, everyone. Hope you had a great time. Thank you.
This world is no place for heroes. But who says we need heroes?
Well, I don't know. What does your gang do? Crimes? Audacious crimes?
Lovely crimes.
Lovely crimes, yeah.
Someone gives you a shove on the back.
Okay. I run out onto the stage.
Never happier than when throwing a giant lever.
You have been told a few times that you're not allowed to shout, "It's alive!" when you pull this one.
I can do it in my mind. Can't stop me doing that.
You have a commanding view of the whole backstage area.
Can we see into Barnaby's makeout area?
No!
You cannot see into Barnaby's
But it's
makeout
probably
area. No.
visible from the catwalk.